The Giants, when they're in a pinch or it's time to give the ball back to the other team, they call on this guy, number 5, Steve Weatherford. Let's see him in action with his uniform on. Well, here he is practicing. Gosh, there's so much practicing. We see him on game day. These guys work all the time.
I know, it's true. And, you know, it takes a lot of practice, Greg, to make it to the big leagues, you know?
Well, Steve Weatherford has made it. He's been there for a long time now. He's one of our favorites. And today, he's filling in for Duke Castiglione. He's our sports reporter, Steve Weatherford.
Punting.
I love it how he says Duke's
He's punting for Duke.
Hey, Steve, how you doing?
I'm doing
How about
well.
that?
It's good to see you. It's been a while since I've been here.
I
Greg,
know. Where have you been? You've been living on the West Coast, right?
I've been busy. Been working out, trying to get ready for the upcoming season. We did very well in the draft, so I'm looking forward to meeting all the guys. We're actually having rookie minicamp this weekend.
Oh, excellent.
So.
Well, Steve, in the meantime, you got a part-time job. Take it away.
All right. Well, we're going to start off with baseball, and it was a big night at Yankee Stadium where Alex Rodriguez made history.
Yeah.
And then in the bottom of the first, the Yanks are down 1-0, and A-Rod blasts it deep right for what looks to be Homer's 661, but Delman Young reaches up and robs him of the hit. Then in the bottom of the third, game now tied at 2, A-Rod goes deep again, and this one finds its way over the fence. A solo homer for Rodriguez, giving the Yanks a 3-2 lead and putting A-Rod in 4th place all-time, all by himself, passing Willie Mays with home run 661, and the Yankees won 4-3. Here's A-Rod after the game talking about his historic hit.
A year ago today, I never thought that I would ever get a current call or, you know, be hitting in the middle of the lineup for the New York Yankees, helping our team win. Or when I started playing baseball at the Boys and Girls Club in Miami when I was 9 years old. So I wish my father was around to see this moment.
Well, the Mets had the night off, and they're in Philadelphia tonight taking on the Phillies. And tonight is do or die for the Rangers in the Stanley Cup playoffs. They face the Capitals in Game 5 tonight at the Garden, and the Rangers are down in the series 3-1. In boxing news, In boxing news, it sounds like there won't be a rematch between Floyd Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao. In an interview with Showtime, Mayweather called Pacquiao a sore loser and a coward, and he would not fight him again. Apparently, Mayweather and Pacquiao after he brought up his shoulder injury after the fight, Pacquiao underwent surgery Wednesday to repair a torn rotator cuff.
All right.
Now we got to. I know you guys are wanting to talk a little Tom Brady.
I know.
That's all anybody wants to talk about.
Because everybody is talking about his perfect footballs. And what do you think? I mean, Greg thought he was a little cocky at that Q&A last night.
I didn't like his body language, you know, because he was almost kind of comical about it. And I know there's a lot of people who are upset about the fact, but you know, the game in which he is accused of and, you know, seems to be guilty of deflating the footballs, they won the game by 38 points. So, I mean, he could have been throwing a bowling ball that night, Rosanna, and they would have won.
Right, they would have won.
But I think what is even more interesting once you look at the investigation is this goes all the way back to May of 2014. So, evidently, he's been doing this for a while, and people are calling him a cheater and this, that, the other. In my opinion, deflating the football from 13 pounds to 12 pounds is just
a big deal?
It's a preference thing. It's not giving him, you know, a decisive advantage over his opponent, because for the receivers it may be easier to catch the ball, but it's also easier for the defenders to intercept the ball.
It, right.
So it's equal. There's no benefit gained by the offense versus the defense. So for me,
but he can grip the ball tighter.
He can grip the ball a little bit tighter, but you know, so can the defensive players. So they're playing with the same football. And the one thing that kind of bothers me is people are comparing it to pine tar or Vaseline for baseball players, where you're getting a decisive advantage in the flight of the baseball and making it much more difficult for the hitters to hit the football when they put pine tar on it. To me, I think they're paying a little bit too much attention to it. I don't think he's a cheater. He's won 5 championships, and whether or not his balls are inflated fully or
they're
he's
perfect,
losing,
he says.
Well, you know, He's Tom Brady. I think he's done a great job. I think people are paying a lot of attention to it.
Rosanna means something by that.
I do not.
Yes,
that's
I was not going to go that way. I'll let you go there, Greg.
Thank you very much.
Wait, we got to ask you. You're doing something really special tonight.
I am. I am taking 20 kids to Project Prom in Jersey City who can't afford to go, and I'm excited about it, Rosanna.
You've got 20 dates to the prom.
Well, actually, I have one date, but I'm actually paying for the other kids to go.
Now, was this from last year?
This is from last year, so watching the video actually gets me really excited because, you know, seeing the energy in the room and knowing how special your senior prom is for these kids. And
so, Steve,
some of them wouldn't be able to go.
That's awesome.
You pay for the outfits, the limos, things like that.
So the dress, the hair, the nails, the limo.
That's really nice.
The tuxedos.
Wow.
So, you know, I think it's a great gift because there's a lot of charities that replace shoes or homes or cars, but eventually those will rust and you won't have them anymore. This is a lifetime experience that these kids will have with them forever, and it just breaks my heart to know that there's kids out there that can't afford to go to their senior prom. So my grand vision, my goal is to have all NFL teams adopt Project Prom and do this in their respective cities, because what greater gift to give a kid in high school than to go to their senior prom.
It's a great memory.
You're the prom king, man. Steve Weatherford, thank you very much.
You're going to be dancing it up tonight, too?
Just tune in to Instagram. I'll leave it there.
All right. Be careful, Steve.
All right. Thanks, Steve. All right, meanwhile, his wife is about to give birth any second. I mean, he's number 4.
Let's say any second. Let's say in
2
a week
weeks?
or 2 weeks.
Okay.
I'll be home in a week.
All right.
Wow.
Sounds good, Steve. Thank you.
Family. All right, quick look outside, please. We're getting ready for the Mother's Day special at 9 o'clock. Beautiful day outside. It's Friday. Life's good.
Fantastic. We're in a